Good afternoon, family. Happy Saturday, August the 7th, 2021. I hope you guys are having a great weekend thus far. If you guys are not having a great weekend, let's make it a great weekend, family. I want to thank you, number one, for all your support that you guys are giving us. I want to thank each and every one of you for the support on Instagram, pushing almost 9,000 followers. Also appreciate all the love here on the channels, and of course on TikTok as well, family. Uh, Keep up the great work. If you guys can't, follow, no problem. Just share the message. That way someone, anybody who is in need of this message gets it, family. So appreciate you guys. So today's video is gonna be on. It's gonna have to be on silver. You know, we're living again in I guess ever since I started this channel, I've been preaching that, we're living in tough times. We're living in some crazy times, and I mean, if you don't think we are, then I don't know what planet you're from. Because you got that conflict over there in the Middle East, like always. China also, trying to get involved in the war as well. It's we're only a missile away from World War III. Hopefully not. Hopefully China gets its act together, and so do the Middle East, because this is no one's gonna be a winner here. No one. And going back to silver, you know even if silver does end up balloon into the sky, which at least I'm predicting. You got Ray Dalio, you got Peter Schiff as well. You got Robert Kiyosaki as well. Peter Gammon as well, saying that guess what? That the silver is gonna go ahead and break through the $50 resistant lines. It gets keep pushing back down. Gold took a big hit. Gold took like a $45 hit on Friday, and it might continue to go back down. So that's these bankers pushing their way through. That's what they call it, the gold men. We already know who controls the gold. It's the bankers. And we don't want to go back to the gold standard. We want to go back to having silver back into currency, making it the silver standard. Going back and undoing, the crime of 1873, when President Ulysses S. Grant decided to go ahead and take silver basically out of currency. So if you were a big silver holder, just like back then, the farmers or anybody else that was moving their currency in silver and not in gold, because they knew gold was manipulated by the gold men, which at the time, like always, since the beginning of time, has been the bankers. And the bankers are feeding Wall Street. I mean, does this sound familiar? I mean, we're talking about 1873, and the farmers, the peasants, which is us. Fast forward to 2021. Where are the farmers? Where are the peasants? We're saying, hey, go back to damn silver, because you guys are squeezing the crap out of us with inflation, and you got to pay with these damn taxes. There's a lot of people that don't want to go back to work, and they're just milking it. I'm in California. Please pray for me, because everybody else that I know of that either is in business in California, they're packing their shit and they're leaving. And if they don't have business in California, they're packing their families and they're leaving, to a state that's more friendly in taxes. Because I mean, they're just raping us over here in California. And let's just give them all fucking free money. You don't want to go home. I mean, you don't want to go back to work, no problem. You got a kid or you got five. Here's $1,000 a kid. If you need it, I get it. But when you're handing them $5,000 a month, when they've made 2,500 or 3,000 a month, it's common fucking sense. They're not gonna go back to work. Bottom line. So our government, like always, they're so fucking stupid. They can't get shit right. And now all the peasants are saying is go back to the silver standard. You know, and they're gonna continue. The government continue to print their ass into fucking eternity, and they're not gonna stop. They're just not gonna stop. It's too late now. I'm a firm believer that the economy crashed back in March. What was it, March 17, 20th of 2020? So-called, oh my God, the COVID's here. They just had to make COVID's not bullshit, but they had to turn it into something bigger because the economy crashed. It couldn't hold it any longer. It's like that crack fiend who's been up for 5 fucking days and the fucker's crashing. The economy crashed. And what did they do? Oh shit, let's give them some more crack. But now let's go full throttle crack. Now what we're gonna do is this motherfucking crackhead, meaning Wall Street and the fake economy, is going down on the 10th day of being up. Fuck it, let's keep injecting him crack every fucking day. That's what they're doing. Trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars are being printed, and they don't care. And of course, they're giving it to the wrong fucking people and the wrong fucking businesses. They're just printing it and giving it to themselves. All these politicians and all these, big tech and big pharma, they're the ones getting all the fucking gravy train. On whose back? On the peasants' back. On the ones that are the middle class, the ones that don't qualify for that money, and then now you need to break your back, and we're gonna take it from you. So we need to go back to the silver standard, family. Get that silver. They're pumping it down to $24. Fuck it, keep buying more. Keep buying more. Again, not financial advice. Let's start off with that. Don't do anything because I said so, whether it's, you think it's going to help you or not. Do your own research. Every situation is different. Every case is different, So make sure that if you do decide, which will be a great idea, you got to have at least 1,000 ounces of silver per family. If you have your family, try to accumulate 1,000 ounces of silver. Why? Because you will be building generational wealth in the long run. Because they can only keep it down so low. These money men, these bankers, these scums of the earth, they can't suppress it down forever. It's like a balloon, or like a ball, like a soccer ball or whatever, or even a basketball. You're in a pool, you want to keep it and push it down. That's fine. You're gonna be able to do it, but it's gonna get harder and harder and harder and harder and harder and harder, and you're coming up with more help perhaps to keep that ball down from resurfacing back up. That's what's happening with silver. Why? Because we all know that they can't control silver, and we know that they control gold. These bankers, and don't get me started about fiat. Fiat, it's just a Ponzi scheme. They're just printing money. We got the guns, of course. So yeah, we're number one. But we can stop all this, people. We can stop it all if we just go back and make it a silver standard. Listen to what I'm saying. If the people can push a shit coin into some sort of money, imagine what could be done with silver. We gotta buy silver and turn it back into the standard. That's giving the power back to the people, and crushing these fucking bankers and the goddamn fucking, IRS and the Federal Reserve and all this, it's just upon even Washington D.C. The Wizard of Oz is basically built or was a mirror image of what the author described to be. You know, the wizard is this fucking person in the background who's fucking clueless. You know, all behind smoke and mirrors. Or, you know, he ain't got no fucking power. You know, the great city of Emerald, whatever that shit's called, that's considered Washington D.C. That yellow brick road is considered what? Gold, leading to where? To Washington D.C. You know, and guess what? The heels that Dorothy had, which of course in the movie they're red or ruby red, whatever. No, they're fucking silver. They're fucking silver. That's what the book said. You know, so all you had to do to go back home in the story was click your fucking silver heels or whatever, and everything goes back to normal. You know, there it is. They're letting us know back in 1890 or when they wrote the book or something like that. It was early, you know, and it was because of the crime of 1873. So the Wizard of Oz, O-Z, ounces as well. You know, the colors, silver, gold, and green. You know, there it is. Who's green? The witches. There it is. There it is, family. It's always been in front of us. We got to get silver. We got to free silver and take back what's ours. So, I hope you guys understood what I said. Again, not financial advice, family, but please try to share the message. I really appreciate all the love that you guys give us, all the support. And again, remember, it's called Billionaire Mindset for a reason. You know, we're trying to make billions over here, and if billions don't work, millions will be there. We appreciate the love, family. Take care. Have a great weekend.